If everyone could please rise for the presentation of colors by the Junior Air Force ROTC. At this time, I'd like to invite the co-class presidents, Rachel Ellis and Will DeMayo, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as chorale will perform our national anthem.
Please be seated. Good evening, Mayor Betancourt, State Representative Walsh, Superintendent Levine, Assistant Superintendent Murtagh, school committee members, Mrs. Dunn, Mr. Olympio, Mr. Amico, Mr. Rosignol, members of our City Council, Dave Gravel, Tom Walsh, parents, faculty, friends, and most of all, our seniors. I'm Eric Buckley. I'm the principal. Welcome to Peabody Veterans Memorial High School for our annual senior convocation ceremony. That's good. Hope you feel like that 3 hours from now. Tonight is a very special night. We are here tonight to celebrate the outstanding achievements of the class of 2017. It is also a time to recognize the generous scholarships the Peabody community provides our high school students. We are all proud of your efforts. At this time, I'd like to ask our Mayor Betancourt, to come to the podium for a brief remarks.
Well, good evening. I'm very happy to be here tonight. I do apologize. I'm going to slide out a little early. I have 4 children at home, including a 2-week-old baby boy that I want to... I'm always touched when we have the music and all the students come in, and I realize how quickly it flies by. And I haven't seen them today, so I want to head home, and I'm going to slide out a little bit early. But I really wanted to be here tonight because I do think this is really one of the special evenings of the school year. And some very well-deserving, hard-working students are going to be honored with memorial scholarships and awards that I know they've worked very hard over the years to attain, and it's a special evening for the students and for the families, and I wanted to be here to honor that. I'm going to save my 2-hour speech for tomorrow's graduation, but I did want to say a couple of things. I hope all of the students take a moment to really enjoy this time in your life. Tonight, tomorrow, a lot of the activities that you're going to be seeing your friends over the summer, please enjoy that moment and take a minute to reflect upon all the people that helped get you to this point, your family, your friends, your teachers, administrators, everybody who can lend a helping hand to you over the course of your school years. You're going to have some exciting times ahead. You're going to have some wonderful moments. I hope Peabody stood up for you and prepared you well. I believe we have. But take a moment to reflect on all the people that gave you guidance and wisdom and gave a little of themselves to help you along on your journey. All of us here, the elected officials that I serve with, all the administrators and teachers that are here, want nothing but the best for all of you. Congratulations on these well-deserved honors and awards you're going to be getting tonight, and I hope everything goes very well tomorrow evening. Thank you.
Okay, so tonight our program, as you can see, is broken into several different categories. The first category is our special presentations. Just a reminder to the students, if you could please come up on your right and exit on your left. That'll be great. That way Gainsborough can get some photos and we can hand out the scholarships that way. Also, I ask everybody just to hold your applause until some of them have multiple winners so that no one's name gets missed or we don't hear a name being called after being here. So that would be great. That's about the rules for the night. Let's see what happens. Spin the wheel. So, our first category, here to present for our special presentations, our first one, there are two. It is our Superintendent, Dr. Levine, is here to present for the John H. and Martha Matheson Quinlan Memorial Scholarship. Superintendent Levine.
Okay, good evening, everybody, and congratulations, first of all, to parents, extended family, friends, teachers, everybody who's had an impact on you in school from pre-K through 12 to help you bring you to this evening. But most of all, congratulations to you, because you are the heart of our public school system. You are why we get up every day and have a job. We only come to work because there are kids on the other side of the door waiting to get in, and you're it. So, as school administrators, as superintendent and principal and teachers, our focus, our laser focus is always what's good and right for kids. That means whether you're a 5-year-old in kindergarten or an 18-year-old about to graduate and everybody in between, the answer always has to be, is this good and right for kids? I'm going to take a couple of minutes because I think it's worth taking a couple of minutes to let you know what this scholarship is all about. There are two $5,000 scholarships being presented by me tonight. But I think it's important that you have some background. Now, I know I'm supposed to be short. They always tell me to be short because I love microphones, and I will try to be short. But since I'm the superintendent, I can do whatever I want. Miriam A. Quinlan Toohey is a longtime Peabody resident, born and brought up in Peabody. And her brother is one of the people in whose memory these scholarships are for. Miriam Toohey is alive and living in Virginia. She could not make the trip this year. She did last year. And each year, she tries to give two $5,000 scholarships. We talk to you a lot, kids, about community service and giving back and being a good person and being kind and compassionate, reaching out to people that don't have as much as you. This is a perfect example of that. She doesn't know you. She doesn't have to care about you. She doesn't have to care about Peabody, but she does. I had the honor of meeting her last year, a very sweet, charming, wonderful lady, and we've talked a couple of times since. I want to read you what she wrote. It's important that you know. She writes this from the deck of the SS Regal Princess sailing through Guadalcanal waters on October 17, 2002, and her mind flashed back to a clear day in January of 1943 when a youngster from Balligan's Pharmacy in South Peabody, I don't know how many of you remember Balligan's Pharmacy. Anybody remember Balligan's Pharmacy in this audience? Yeah. When a youngster from Balligan's Pharmacy in South Peabody delivered a Western Union telegram to my parents at 20 Linden Road. The telegram said in part, "The Secretary of the Navy regrets to inform you that your son, Philip Douglas Quinlan, is missing in action." My 20-year-old brother, whom I idolized, was missing, a word my 10-year-old mind could not comprehend. Unlike today's world, and by the way, I've skipped a number of paragraphs here for the sake of time. Unlike today's world, particularly in the post-9/11 era, support groups, grief counselors, they were unheard of back then. Tragedy was handled privately with whatever inner resources could be mustered. Relatives, friends, teachers, and neighbors, while concerned, typically stood back and remained silently supportive. In addition, the events of World War II were truly top secret, and my parents, like all Americans, were uninformed. In fact, they were proud that Philip's ship, the USS Juno, was in the South Pacific, helping to win the war. By the way, for you kids who will probably have no reference about this, some in the audience might, on that same ship as Sailor Quinlan were the 5 brothers, the 5 Fighting Sullivans. Now, if you look that up, if you Google it, you'll see that movies have been made about the 5 Fighting Sullivans. There's one starring Thomas Mitchell, who you won't know, way back in the black and white days of black and white film. They made a film about the 5 Fighting Sullivans when all 5 brothers died on the same ship, this ship. And it was because of the 5 Fighting Sullivans that the armed forces do not allow brothers or close relatives like that to serve on the same ship ever again. They never allowed it again. In late 1970, my mother had the proud honor to attend the dedication of this school, Peabody Veterans Memorial High School, which at that time, the mayor and the superintendent and the school committee honored the family by naming C House for Philip Douglas Quinlan. It is still named for Phyllis Douglas Quinlan today. So it's an honor for me to represent Mrs. Toohey. And it's an honor for me to be able to show you in reality what we talk to you about all the time. Give back, make the world a better place, as Mrs. Toohey and her family has done over and over again. So I would like to announce the winners of the John and Martha Matheson Quinlan Memorial Scholarship. First, Rachel Ellis. And next, James McCarthy IV. Eric, your phone is ringing. Pick up milk on the way home. Thank you very much, folks.
James will be attending Colby College, and Rachel, the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Our next scholarship is the John H. Evans Memorial Scholarship. Here to present is Mr. John Simmons and Mrs. Evans.
I'm proud to be joined here by Ms. Evans, who was married to John Evans for a long time. John Evans held the position that I hold now, the Director of Performing Arts for the Peabody Public Schools. And it was important to Mrs. Evans to leave a legacy in his name. And the recipient of the scholarship in John Evans' name is Katiana Rosario.
Katiana will be attending the University of Massachusetts Lowell. Our next presentation is the Eugenio family for the Mark J. Eugenio Memorial Scholarship.
Okay. Congratulations to the class of 2017. In September of 2007, you were 8 years old, entering 3rd grade. I'm sure you remember looking on the door the week before school started to find out who your teacher was and which friends were in your class. It seems like yesterday. If you went to center school, you may have had me for your teacher. You probably didn't know then, but you helped me through the most difficult time of my life. Our son Mark died on August 21st, 2006 of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. He was 14 years old. Not a day goes by that we don't think of Marky. One thing I wanted more than anything else was to be a Peabody elementary school teacher and give back to the children whose parents helped us during this difficult time. Miss Madeline Roy, the center school principal, gave me that chance when she hired me to be a 3rd grade teacher. The following year, I was lucky to have 6 of you again when I moved up to 4th grade. In each one of you, I saw a little of Mark, the child who said he had nothing to write about, but would tell me a fascinating story every morning. The little boy who loved to draw, as long as the assignment was not too girly. The child who needed to practice his multiplication facts, so I made him flashcards. And the child who did not like to read until he discovered the Harry Potter series. You are my first graduating class, and I am so proud of you. We will be giving 2 scholarships this year. One will go to a special young lady who was in my class for those 2 years. I keep the thank you card her mother gave me in my desk from June 2009, in which she wrote, "She loved having you 2 years in a row and would be happy to do a 3rd year if you transferred to 5th grade. I remember her as a sweet, friendly, helpful, hardworking little girl. I saw her not long ago at a high school event, and she has grown into a lovely young lady. The first recipient of the Mark J. Eugenio Memorial Scholarship helped me as much as I helped her, and I'm proud to present it to Rachel Ellis."
My brother Mark dreamed of going to school for criminal justice and becoming a police officer, a difficult but most rewarding job in today's society. I know he would have been a hardworking, dedicated police officer if he had lived to fulfill his dream. The recipient of the Mark J. Eugenio Memorial Scholarship is also a special young man. He was a Boy Scout and went on to receive his Eagle Scout in Troop 88, in which my father was a leader. Not only does he aspire to be a state police officer, but he plans on joining the Marines and serving our country. I am proud to present the Mark J. Eugenio Memorial Scholarship to Matthew French.
Thank you.
How are you?
Matthew will be attending Norwich University. Here to present the Courtney Corning Memorial Scholarship are Mr. and Mrs. Corning.
Good evening. My wife Jenny and I would like to congratulate each and every one of you on a job well done. And if Courtney was here, she'd tell you one thing. Once a Tanner, always a Tanner. That's what she believed in. I want to talk a little bit about Court. Court, at a very young age, was a girl that just loved to help. She helped Mom when she was 3 years old, 4 years old. And throughout her growing up, all she wanted to do was help. She was one that got joy out of it. She got joy out of seeing people smile. And she just had that act. It all started in the 8th grade when St. John's needed altar service. What did Court do? She became an altar girl. Her freshman year, after visiting the hospital, she found out that you could volunteer. So we would drive her up and she volunteered at the hospital. 6 months later, she occupied a job at Rosewood Nursing where she stayed. She was one that discovered at that time that she wanted to become a nurse because helping people, it just made her feel good. Seeing them recover made her feel better. So with that going on, studying in school, she was on the girls' hockey team, the girls' softball team, which she was an outstanding star, which a tournament is held in her honor through the state every year. We just had our 11th. With all this going on, she was a social butterfly in the school. She was known as the girl with the smile. Now, if you take all that into context, she came to her best friend, which is her mom, Ginny, and they figured out how to alter her social life, work schedule, and she achieved 2 scholarships to become a nurse. She was one that always looked out for everybody else and wanted nothing for herself. She is, on her senior year, she received the Nick Spiliotis Community Service Award from Peabody. She is remembered by many, and after her wake, when she passed away, January 5th of her senior year, the funeral director came up to me and told me that over 1,600 people paid respects. Well, we realized afterwards, Courtney at 17 years old, with her community service and wanting to help, had touched more people than we even imagined. So being people of the faith, we know in Courtney's spirit that if there's anything she would want, that is to help someone taking the same journey to becoming a nurse. And this year's recipient of Courtney Marie Corning Scholarship is Colleen Guiney.
Colleen will be attending Boston College. Here to present the Lenny DeRosa Culinary Scholarship is Mrs. Alex DeRosa. And her son.
Welcome and congratulations to the class of 2017. My name is Andrew DeRosa, and I'm happy to announce the 2 seniors selected for the Leonard DeRosa Memorial Scholarship for the Culinary Arts Department at Peabody High School. My grandfather, Lenny DeRosa, graduated from the Culinary Institute of America in 1967 and worked in many of the finest restaurants from New York City to London, England. He later moved his family to Peabody and became vice president of the Hilltop Steakhouse. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame for the Massachusetts Restaurant Association in 2002. My grandfather was a proud yet humble man and a huge fan of the Peabody Tanners. He was a hard worker and was always there to help someone in need. The same can be said about the 2 seniors selected for this scholarship. Congratulations to Megan Dinesh and Ronald Zabal.
My replacement. Megan will be attending Endicott College and Ronald Newberry College. Here to present the Frank and Patricia O'Keefe Scholarship is Mrs. Mary McCarthy.
Well, good evening to all of you here, and a special congratulations to the class of 2017 and all of your families. Your continuous effort has brought you here tonight, and I know everyone in the room is very proud of your accomplishments. My name is Mary Lynn McCarthy, and I'm a retired Peabody High School teacher, and I'm the niece of Frank and Patricia O'Keefe. They've asked me to stand in for them tonight and present the Frank and Patricia O'Keefe Scholarship.
My uncle is celebrating his 70th anniversary of actually graduating from Peabody High School. He was the class president and was lucky enough to go on to the University of Massachusetts in Amherst. He never forgot Peabody. He lives in Connecticut now, and he never forgot his years at the University of Amherst. He had a successful career in business, and when he finally retired in 1999, he decided that he wanted to give the students of Peabody a chance that he had many years before. So this is the 17th year of this scholarship, and my aunt and uncle have had the privilege to come up most of these years and actually meet the candidate. They are doing this because they want to give back to a deserving Peabody High grad, and this scholarship is a 4-year scholarship that covers tuition, fees, and books for each of the 4 years which the recipient will study at the Amherst campus. 16 wonderful Peabody men and women have received this scholarship. They've gone on to the university and excelled with terrific academic records, and they've had a little fun too. 13 have earned their degrees, graduated, and are now off and running in successful careers in business, finance, computer science, engineering, psychology, medical research, physician assistant, government. Ryan Conville is a former recipient, and I understand he is now running for the Peabody City Council in the fall. And several educators are among these distinguished students. One of them is a faculty member here, math teacher, Mr. Michael Fricella. Each of these past recipients are performing important work, and they're all fine citizens giving back in their various disciplines. The same will be true of the 2017 recipient. I have met this year's recipient, and my uncle and I look forward to meeting him too. This young man is a member of the National Honor Society and an AP Scholar with distinction. Teachers describe him as focused, mature, honest, and one who just goes above and beyond in the classroom to share his knowledge. A quote from one teacher was, "He's just an awesome student and an awesome young man." He is an achiever outside of the classroom too, an athlete who's been a member of the varsity soccer and lacrosse teams, and he's played basketball with the Peabody Basketball Association. He has given his time as a 4-year member of the Healthy Peabody Collaborative and as a member of the Healthy Collaborative's Advisory Council. In addition, he has participated in peer mediation here at the high school for the past 4 years. This young man has been accepted to the Eisenberg School of Management at UMass, and he plans to concentrate in finance and business statistics. I understand he just loves statistics, and that's good in this data-driven world. He's certainly off to a good start with the education he received here at Peabody High School. Please join me in congratulating Ryan Von Boster.
Congratulations, Brian. Here to present the Timothy A. Michaelick Memorial Scholarship is Mrs. Marilyn Michaelick.
To the graduating class 2017, as you set off for new horizons, listen to your heart and follow your dreams, and success will surely follow. This year, for some reason, I'm finding it very hard to say the words about the scholarship set up in memory of my son, Timothy. Tim passed away in 1997, long before you were even born, and yet I've been able to continue to keep his memory alive for the past 20 years. This was his wish to give a deserving student a chance to succeed and to further their education. Tim believed in education and did all he could to learn more and more each and every day. This year, as I looked over the scholarship applications, I found it so very difficult to pick the candidate to receive this award. I wish I could grant this to each and every one of you. The teachers here are to be commended for the results of the entire student body. Each and every year, I am so proud to stand before you and say, job well done. They brought you here, now it's up to you to continue. The recipient was brought to this point by securing and striving for a good education. You have been taught many valuable lessons about what life will bring you. Your parents and your teachers pushed you to this point in your young lives, and they deserve so much credit for doing such a fine job. Now it's up to you. My son Tim made many fine decisions in his short life. He was captain of the football team, an Eagle Scout, and a graduate of MIT. His hopes and dreams were the same as yours are today. He wanted to do so many things, go so many places, and his hopes and dreams were just beginning to come true until his life was taken by cancer. The recipient of this year's award stood out from all the rest because of the exceptional accomplishment that he has already done and received. His grades are exceptional, and he should receive his college degree earlier than most. He has the gift of giving and seems to know what hard work is. His grades and community involvement prove this. He has shown that he is loyal and trustworthy. He has volunteered and tutored many. He's pushed to reach this point in his life, and he should make us all proud. I wish you all the best, and it's my honor to award this scholarship to Nicholas McLaughlin.
Nicholas will be attending the University of Massachusetts Lowell. Here to present the Peter Turigian International Foundation Scholarship is Mrs. Turigian and her daughter, Mrs. Sarah Runnels.
Thank you very much for having us here, and congratulations to all of you. You should all be very proud. Peter Turigian was a lifelong citizen of the city of Peabody, as was my mother, is my mother. And he was a graduate of Peabody High, and he loved this city. He was a very dedicated person. He was the longest serving mayor of the city of Peabody, and he's looking down on us today and you with great pride on your achievements. There are 5 recipients of the Peter Turigian Scholarship, and my mother will read the names. I get emotional when I'm here because I can feel him here. This city meant everything to him, and he lived his life day in, day out, giving back and serving the citizens of this city to make their lives better. And the winners of this scholarship were very carefully and thoughtfully chosen because they did show academic excellence, but in addition, they have lived their high school careers giving back to their community and making the lives of others better. And we hope that wherever you live and reside in your life, that you continue to do this. So congratulations to all of you.
And the winners are Justin Canuel, Sarah Simon, Sarah Feinstein, Mackenzie Harriet, and Ashley Royer.
Justin will be attending Northeastern University, Sarah Simon, Salem State University, Sarah Feinstein, University of Massachusetts Lowell, Mackenzie Bentley University, and Ashley Emmanuel College. Here to present the Anthony Kazukis Memorial Scholarship presented by the PVD Veterans Council is Mr. Morris Sack.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, parents, and most of all, the soon-to-be graduates of the class of 2017 PVD Veterans Memorial High School. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Anthony Kazukis, because most of you probably don't even know him. He was a highly decorated veteran of World War II. He served as the commander of the Peabody Veterans Council a number of years ago. He was the founder of the Men's Club of St. Basilios Church, and he ended his career as a deputy fire chief for the city of Peabody. Anthony, Tony, as we like to call him, was a great family man, many, many friends in the city of Peabody. He devoted much of his spare time to his family, his country, the city, and all types of civic activities. For this, we salute him. I want to give you a little aside that happened to me last year. Last year, I was accompanied to this ceremony by the commander of the VFW Post 1011 in Peabody. His name is Richard Kulko. Because of the visit that he made here last year, Richard went out and almost single-handedly raised enough funds to award 2 very, very good scholarships here this evening. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Post 1011, VFW, and Richard Kuko. Would you stand up for a minute there? Okay, now back to the business of the evening. Tonight's awardee is Hannah E. Kemp. Hannah's family goes back to its origin as residents of Peabody, and she presented us with an outstanding resume. It excelled in every criteria that you could imagine, and shows the tremendous amount of thought and education that went into it. I know that she received an outstanding education here at Peabody Veterans Memorial High School. My children completed the curricula here many, many years ago One became a very successful criminal defense lawyer, and the other excelled as a quality control supervisor in the maritime industry. They both are still in the area and both very successful. Hannah, I want to present this to you, and I hope that you succeed and have much enjoyment in all of your future endeavors.
Hannah will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Here to present the Judith Ann Raponi Parent-Child Memorial Scholarship is Vincent, Nicholas, and Cody Raponi. They're all here. Good.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Nick Raponi, and I'm gladly standing on this stage with my two brothers, Vinny, or as you know him, Mr. Raponi, and Cody, to present the Judith Ann Raponi Parent-Child Memorial Scholarship. Before I begin with that, I would like to congratulate all of you guys sitting in those seats right there. I wish you all much success and happiness in your future endeavors. This is the 10th time that this scholarship is going to be given out in memory of our mother. And to be eligible to get the scholarship, the applicant needs to have lost a parent. I remember vividly sitting in those exact seats 16 years ago at my convocation in 2001. I also remember how proud my mother was of everything that I had accomplished here during my tenure at Peabody High School. 14 months after I graduated, our family was changed forever when we lost our mother, Judy. And one of the biggest memories I have of that day is me, my older brother, and my father having to sit our 12-year-old brother down and to deliver that terrible news to him. And that was the most difficult conversation I've ever had to have in my life. The loss of our mother certainly brought us together, and I say to this day that the greatest gift that my parents ever gave me was the gift of my two brothers, and I would not have gotten through the loss of my mother without these two guys right here. My mother, Judy, was one of the funniest, loving people you would have ever met. But even at 100 pounds soaking wet, she made it very clear that she could brought me into this world and she could certainly take me out, and I definitely believed her. Okay? I think about my mother every single day. I wish that I could hug her. I wish I could kiss her. I wish I could tell her I love her one more time. Really quickly, show of hands, how many of you guys are going away to college, like staying somewhere else? Awesome. Call your parents. Call your grandparents, call your aunts, uncles, cousins. Tell them you love them. You are never too old to kiss your mother or your father, and tell them how much you love them, because they will miss you when you're gone away at school. Now, when we take resumes for this, the applicants need to submit an essay, and the following is a little excerpt from the essay for the recipient. My father is my hero. His death was a noble one, which is why I admire him so much. I am told that I exemplify some of my father's quirks, and those are some of the most flattering compliments I can receive. It is too bad that I only knew him for 12 years, but thankfully my memories are positive and they will stay with me for the rest of my life. I can relate to that. My mother was and still is my hero. The memories will never be forgotten. My mother still motivates me to be the best me that I can every single day. And after reading this recipient's essay, I know that her father still motivates her to be the best that she can be. And to the recipient this year, you say that your father is your hero. I wanted to let you know that your father is a hero to everyone here in Peabody, and certainly a hero to firefighters across the nation. It is my pleasure to present the Judith Ann Raponi Parent-Child Memorial Scholarship to Alyssa Rice.
Alyssa will be attending Bryant University. The next scholarship is the Allergy and Asthma Awareness Initiative of the PVD Scholarship. Miss Christy DiLoretto, could you please come to the stage to present?
All right. First, I want to say congratulations to all of you. This is such a big moment in your lives, and I can still remember back to when I was in your seats. The time passes so quickly. You know, take every moment as you have them over the next 4 years, and don't let them go by, you know, without making the most of all of it. Your future is right before you, so definitely take advantage of that. So I am here to present the scholarship for the Allergy and Asthma Awareness Initiative. We started this is our 3rd year doing this, and I'm honored to be in this category of special presentations each year and to present on the behalf of our board. I tried to get some new board members up today, but they chickened out, so I'm back up on stage again. One of these years I will get someone else to join me. But if you haven't heard of our group, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. We formed 3 years ago officially, but I started working on raising awareness around allergies and asthma and food intolerance about 9 years ago when one of my boys was diagnosed with food allergies and asthma when he was 2. So, you know, after a few years of really just wondering what to do about it and having so many emotions about having a child that could die from eating a piece of food, or have an asthma attack, I realized that I needed to do something more about it. And one of the things, you know, living with food allergies is that it's becoming more understood, but people just don't understand what that's like if you don't live with that on a day-to-day basis. So we've formed a board, we're all parents, and our goal is really just to raise awareness and hopefully someday find a cure for this. It was really hard to choose this year's recipient. There are so many recipients, and that's also, you know, when we get all these scholarship applications in each year, it's bittersweet to see so many children, students, you're not children anymore, you're adults, but to see so many students that are living with food allergies and asthma and food intolerance. It's becoming more and not less, and that's something that really motivates us to try to do more. But one of the things that stood out with this particular recipient was, I'm going to read a little excerpt from her essay, was that she said, "I have learned to stop listening to the rude comments and just say to myself, they don't understand." And that was in reference to her food allergies, she has celiac disease. And I say that all the time. And I've gone from understanding that, well, not understanding how people can't understand and get that food allergies or having celiac disease or asthma it's a silent disease because you can't see it, but it is a disease that can be life-threatening, to being angry about that, to understanding that people really, truly don't understand. So that's our goal, and that's what we're trying to do. And it was really nice to see this in this application. So thank you to everybody that applied for this application, for the scholarship, and that do so every year. It was difficult to choose, but we did make our decision, and for this year, for our 3rd time giving this out, we are happy and proud to announce the recipient of this year's scholarship, Colleen Guiney. And she's going to be going on to school for nursing, so we're hoping she'll become an allergist or maybe a pulmonologist or some type of doctor in our field, and we can work together. But once again, congratulations to all of you. Best of luck in your future, and congratulations, Colleen.
Congratulations. Next, the James Janulis Memorial Scholarship. Here to present is Dakota Janulis. Her son.
Hi, my name is Barbara Kopp. I'm Jim Janulis's cousin. His son is here tonight, his daughter-in-law, and his grandson. His grandson is honored to present them this year. Most of you graduating this year don't really know Jim Janulis anymore. That's hard for us to fathom. He was just an average Peabody kid, an average student at school, grew up in the Peabody Public Schools. He graduated from the original Peabody High on Central Street. He loved basketball. When he played on the courts at the high school, there were no courts. You had to play on the stage. And we would try to catch players as they fell off, if they fell off. He dedicated his life to the Peabody students. He became a teacher here in Peabody, but that's where he stopped becoming an ordinary person. He was more loved than anyone we ever knew in the family. He would do anything and everything to keep his students interested. He was famous for standing on the desks to get attention. He played kickball to teach them spelling. The students were following him like he was the Pied Piper. His secret was that he cared so much about them. He would come to my house around the corner and say, "Here's some money. I want you to go buy jackets, gloves, sports equipment." This was all with his own money for kids that couldn't afford it. You name it, Jim did it. He woke me up one night and he said, "Barbara, you have to help me make a videotape of one of my students' best games in high school. He's in the service and he's depressed." And he mailed him the videos. That was Jim. Many students remembered him for push-ups. He made them do push-ups. He was a great teacher, a coach, a referee, an umpire, and a vice principal, and most of all, a friend to everyone. His kindness could never be forgotten. 5 years ago, we lost Jim to brain cancer. His wake shocked us. Thousands of people came, and the funeral director could not believe it. His words to us were, "He's not a dignitary, he's not a politician, he's a simple teacher. How did so many people know this guy?" All the money that was donated when he died, I started with his family, the James Janulis Scholarship. And it would have been running low by now, except for a boy I had in Cub Scouts, Mark Betancourt, who grew up to become a police officer, a football coach here at Peabody High, and a baseball coach here at Peabody High. He was also one of Jim's very best friends. He only needed 2 umpires and refs to a game that he established to help me out with this fund. Every year, 8 umpires and coaches volunteer their salary along with Mark Betancourt to make this possible. They don't get paid for anything they do. All the money goes toward this. And it's Jonathan, his son, and Dakota's honor to give the James Janulis Memorial Scholarships to Jake Doherty and Patrick McGuire.
Jake will be attending Merrimack College, and Patrick, the University of Massachusetts, Boston. Our next scholarship is the Brooksby Village Scholarship. Here to present is Mr. Nick Galliotta.
Hi, everyone. So I am here from Brooksby Village. If you don't know, we're a retirement community, about 1,800 residents that we have to feed every day. And I'm privileged enough to be able to look out and see tons of students that have worked there, still work there, and have brought us to the point where they've earned a scholarship. To earn that scholarship, they must have done 1,000 hours in their junior, senior year combined. So it comes to about 3 shifts a week. Some of them did it quick, some of them did it late, but they all got it in a certain time frame. As of actually yesterday was the final day to get those hours accomplished. PVD has this year, Brooksby Village residents raised $270,000 for all the students that work there that got it. PVD has the most students once again that received the scholarship. So we have a long list, so I'm going to go through them. And as I said, if we hold the applause, so I can say all the names. So first, Christopher Bruno. He's working. Raphael Gabriel. Oh, I got nervous. Olivia Jouet. Hannah Kemp. Jorge Martinez. Kevin Martins. James McCarthy IV. Dimitri Moran. Charles Oliveri. Roberto Ortiz. He's working too. Hannah Palazzaro. Ashley Royer. Samantha Scirio. And Ronald Zabala. Thank you all, and good luck to everyone.
Christopher will be attending Salem State University, Raphael, the University of Massachusetts Amherst, Olivia, Salem State University, George, North Shore Community College, Kevin, Benjamin Franklin Institute of Technology, Dimitri, the University of New Hampshire, Charles, Fitchburg State University, Roberto, North Shore Community College, Hannah will be attending the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth, and Samantha, Salem State University. Our next scholarship is the Metro Credit Union Financial Literacy Scholarship. Here to present is Miss Bethany Ribeiro da Silva. She's working too. Oh, she is? Oh, coming up this way.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2017. Each year, Metro Credit Union awards scholarships to graduating seniors who have taken our Teller internship program. We are looking for students to show academic achievement, community involvement, and a commitment to the banking program and financial literacy. We looked at participation in the class throughout the year and performance at the annual Massachusetts School Bank Association Conference. With multiple qualified and hardworking applicants this year, it was difficult to pick just one recipient. Therefore, we decided to give out multiple awards. I am pleased to award the following scholarships: Samuel Gottsagen, Michael Fay, Christina Green, Timothy January, Connor Corrigan, Christopher Dillon, Tatiana Condi, William DeMayo.
Tatiana will be attending North Shore Community College, Connor Bridgewater State University, William Stonehill College, Michael Merrimack College, Chris University of New Hampshire, Samuel University of Hartford, Christina North Shore Community College, and Timothy Pace University. Congratulations. Our next scholarship is the Catherine Grant Memorial Scholarship. Here to present is Ms. Scarry and Mr. Pacello.
Good evening. My name is Katie Scarry, this is Mike Pacello, and we're both math teachers here at Peabody High School. We're here tonight to present the Catherine Grant Memorial Scholarship, a gift from the class of 2010. Catherine was a respected member of this class, whether it was serving as a class officer, taking an active role in the newspaper club, or graduating in the top 20 of her class. Catherine seemed to succeed in any endeavor she chose to pursue.
You did great. You all know someone just like Catherine. She was a Peabody girl, born and bred, from the Burke School to the high school. She was a talented artist, a music lover, and the best goofball you could ask for at just the right times. And after graduating Peabody High, she chose to attend Providence College. However, after being diagnosed with ATRT, an aggressive brain cancer, Catherine was forced to leave school during just her freshman year. And following a 3-year battle, she passed away in August of 2013 at the age of 21. As a close family friend, I've known Catherine for years. Before her diagnosis, Catherine was one of the funniest and most positive people I'd ever known. She was the person you always wanted to be around, the person who always made you smile. And even during her struggle, when it became very easy to give up, very easy to lose hope, very easy to stop smiling, those positive qualities never faded. If anything, they grew stronger. I remember paying her visits at her home, nervous that I would be poor company and wouldn't do anything good enough to cheer her up. But she didn't need to be cheered up. If anything, it felt like she was the one cheering me up. She touched the lives of everyone she ever knew. And whether you knew her for years or you just met her, she was your best friend. The recipient of this scholarship portrays some of the same qualities for which we remember Catherine. She has achieved academic success throughout her years at Peabody High. She is well represented in extracurricular activities. She shows a tremendous appreciation for her family and friends, and above all else, this student has clearly demonstrated positive attitudes both in and out of school, especially in incredible times of hardship. And we're very confident she's going to do some incredible things in her life. This year's recipient of the Catherine Grant Memorial Scholarship is Alyssa Rice.
The next scholarship is the Supportive Sibling Scholarship. Here to present is Mr. Keith McCabe.
Good evening. I'd like to congratulate the class of 2017, especially those of you who were in Orion 4 years ago. Show of hands. There you go. All right, some Orion love. Great. For the past 9 years, my wife, Nolig, and I have been the parents of a child with cerebral palsy, our daughter, Finn. We know firsthand the struggles and hardships of caring for a child with a severe disability. During that time, we relied heavily on the support of family, friends, community, including the Higgins community and the PV Public Schools. But we've come here tonight in honor of our other daughter, Kian, who is currently a freshman at Saugus High. She was 6 when Finn was born, and for the last 9 years, she has shown her little sister nothing but love and support, which in turn has been the biggest source of support and strength and pride for my wife and I. There are graduating seniors tonight who are in a similar situation, who have provided that same strength and pride to their families, and we'd like to recognize them. So the recipients for the Supportive Sibling Scholarship Award are Ryan Calvin and Emma Brzezzi.
Emma will be attending Emmanuel College and Ryan Norwich University. Our next scholarship is the Peabody Lions Club Scholarship. Here to present is Mrs. Stephanie Najad.
Good evening, everyone. And I just want to say congratulations to all of you, class of 2017. We wish you the best. My name is Stephanie Najjar, and I'm a member of the Peabody Lions Club. I'm excited to be here tonight, especially since this is the first year that we will be participating in the high school scholarship program. As a club, we feel it is important to support our local students in their quest to further their education, which is always a worthwhile endeavor. I want to share with you what the Peabody Lions Club is all about. Many of you may recognize the logo for the Peabody Lions International Club. I brought it to show you. But more importantly, it's the largest service club organization in the world, comprising of 1.4 million members and providing valuable services in 210 countries around the globe. Next time you're traveling, whether it's in this country or anywhere else, you will see that logo if you look. It's all over the place. The local Peabody Lions Club has made meaningful contributions to the residents of Peabody who are legally blind or visually impaired by providing eye exams and evaluations, glaucoma screenings, eyeglass purchases and replacements, enhanced reading machines, hearing exams, and many other services. We have given several iPads to students in the Peabody Public School system. The iPads have dramatically changed the quality of learning for these students because it allows them access to the curriculum by features in the device like large print, braille, and audio formats. Because of the hard work and dedication of our members, we are proud to provide 2 scholarships this evening with the hopes that it will become an annual tradition. For those of you who are on the receiving end tonight, hopefully you can pay it forward someday wherever you are in your community. And without further ado, I'm happy to present 2 scholarships we're giving to one deserving young woman and one deserving young man. And I will start with the ladies first. I would like to extend congratulations to Rebecca Sabino. And our second scholarship goes to the young man, James Russo. Congratulations to both of you.
James will be attending St. Michael's College and Rebecca Salem State University. The Tanya Diachizin Welch School Family Scholarship is our next scholarship. Here to present is Miss Beth McGovern.
Hi, my name is Beth McGivern. I am a retired teacher from the Welch School, and I had the privilege of working with Tanya Diachizin for several years in the 4th grade. Tanya was a wonderful, dedicated teacher, an awesome daughter, sister, cousin, colleague, and friend. But if someone was to ask me what would be one word that I would use to describe her, I would say kind. And this is something all of you as graduates this year, the class of 2017, if someone ever describes you as being kind, remember this. Because if you are kind, you are considerate. If you are kind, you are compassionate. If you are kind, you are helpful, tolerant, sympathetic, empathetic, generous, and loving. Tanya had all of these qualities, and you can wrap it up in one word: kind. Picking students for this scholarship was a little difficult because you were looking for something other than or with academic achievement and something, planning a future for yourself, but it was very important that this person be kind. The Tanya Diachizin Scholarship allows the spirit of Tanya's kindness and giving to continue. I have well, it's kind of a little bit of a funny story, but true. When Tanya was getting her master's, I was part of the evaluation process because I was the older, more experienced teacher that was working with her. And the evaluator said to me, do you see any problems in her teaching or in the future, or struggles she may have? And I said, I really can't think of anything unless someone can be too nice or too kind. And we both started to laugh and said, really, that's probably not going to be a problem, but because, as you know, what you want in a teacher are all those qualities that I described, and that's kindness. This year's recipients have shown that kindness in their past, and I'm sure kindness will be part of their lives in their continuing education and in their promising future. So I am proud to give the Tanya Dyson, she'd yell at me right now because I always mispronounce her name, Welch School Family Scholarship to Sarah Simon and Rachel Tazinski.
Sarah will be attending Salem State University and Rachel North Shore Community College. The Essex Agricultural Society Scholarship will be presented by Miss Jean Dempsey. Mr. Jean Dempsey.
Good evening. Congratulations, class of 2017. I come to you representing the Essex Agricultural Society. Who knows what that is? In the year 1818, a group of practical farmers and concerned citizens of Essex County realized that if they cooperated and worked together, sharing information and knowledge about farming and animal husbandry, that all would benefit with better crops, improved breeds of livestock, and increased income. And thus the Essex Agricultural Society was born. Today you know us through our largest fundraising event, the Topsfield Fair. A little quick math on your part and you will see that the Society is rapidly approaching its 200th anniversary, which will take place in 2018. We are the longest continually operating agricultural society in the country. Even though there were a few years where no fair took place during the Civil War and during World War II, the Society still met and continued to share information with its members. What many people don't know is that for the first 80 years of its existence, the fair was an itinerant fair. It moved from town to town. It didn't have a permanent home. And it moved throughout Essex County. For 7 of those early years, the fair was right here in Peabody. Well, technically, South Danvers. In the years 1826, 1835, 1836. Does anybody, any of the history majors know when South Danvers left and you became Peabody? 1855. I know you've been celebrating your 100th year of becoming a city, but that's when Peabody was no longer called South Danvers and it went off on its own as a separate town. So the fair took place for 3 years as in an area called South Danvers. When you became Peabody, the fair came back again in 1860, 1861, 1887, 1888. And during those years, it was a 2-day event, taking place in late September. But back then it was not called the Topsfield Fair for obvious reasons. It didn't have a home in Topsfield. It was called the Essex Agricultural Fair, or the Essex Cattle Show and Fair, and a quick review of the local newspapers and society records show that much of the activity took place in and around Emerson Park. Peabody was an excellent home for the Essex County Fair because there was still a lot of farming to the north, in Beverly, Danvers, Middleton, and beyond, and a large population base to draw upon from Salem and Lynn to support the events. And also, it didn't hurt that there were several families that participated in the Agricultural Society for years, including the Feltons, the Kings, and the Proctors, who were officials in the organization. The society liked Peabody so much that it eventually purchased a piece of land near Emerson Park and held the fair there from 1895 to 1909. At this time, the society owned the property in Topsfield and was operating it as an experimental farm and felt that it was unsuitable for holding a fair, until they realized that they could build a racetrack in Topsfield and race anything that could move. They raced horses, they raced wagons, chariots, cars, motorcycles, and finally dogs. Today there's no racing at the fair except for the racing pigs. The more I read about the fair in 1887, the more I wanted to know, like, did they have a midway? Were there any rides? This is 1887. I'm sure they didn't have the zipper or the freak out back then. Were there any games of chance for the people to participate in? Did they have a freak show filled with oddities and illusions? What was the musical entertainment like 130 years ago? All questions I couldn't find the answers to in the literature. We have come a long way since those humble beginnings, and the society continues on. Please keep an eye open for special events taking place related to the 200th anniversary of the society. We're presently in the process of writing a book about the history of it, which has been an interesting process. Today, the Essex Agricultural Society continues. It is a charitable, not-for-profit organization whose mission includes the preservation of our agricultural history, the promotion of farming, and the businesses and people that make up our agricultural and horticultural community, and the agricultural education of all citizens. And we do this through our annual festival, our annual harvest celebration of agriculture we call the Topsfield Fair. The Essex Agricultural Society Scholarship this evening goes to Alyssa Betancourt. Thank you.
Alyssa will be attending Mount Ida College. Our next scholarship is the PVD Rotary Sam Burns Memorial Scholarship. Here to present is Mrs. Audrey Gordon.
Well, I just want to say it's been so wonderful to sit here and listen to the stories behind all of the people that are the inspiration for all of the scholarships. So I want to thank everyone for sharing those stories with everybody. And I will add my nephew, Sam Burns' story to the mix. If you're one of the 24 million people who have seen Sam's TEDx talk on how to live a happy life, or one of the millions of people who have seen his movie, Life According to Sam, you would know that he was an extraordinary young man who transcended the rapid aging progeria, disease progeria that he had. Sam's philosophy was very simple and inspired a lot of people in many, many ways. It was never, sorry, I'm a little nervous up here. One of his philosophies is to be brave and to surround yourself with people that you want to be with, to never dwell on the things that you can't do because there's so much that you can do, to be brave, to keep moving forward, and probably most importantly, never miss a party if you can help it. So it's in that vein that we award this scholarship to somebody who follows he has tough shoes to fill. Sam was an extraordinary young man, and he was brilliant. And he loved school, and he loved his friends, he loved the band, and he just did so much in his way too short life. And I hope that the person, and I know that he would be really happy that the person who won this scholarship is really does exemplify the real extraordinary qualities that Sam had. So congratulations, Sarah Simon.
I'd like to introduce Senator Joan Lovely, who had a prior engagement, but then was able to come here. So I'd like her to come up to the stage and the presentation of the appointment to the United States Naval Academy. Senator Lovely.
Good evening. First, I want to say congratulations to the class of 2017 and all of your accomplishments during your high school years, and wish you all the best as you go forward, whatever you're going to pursue. And have a really wonderful night tomorrow night at your graduation. It is my distinct pleasure to recognize the significant honor of this recipient, who I will name because she's mentioned throughout these remarks. The significant honor of Emily Bellavance, having received an appointment to the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. This year, Emily was one of 17,000 students to apply from every state in the country for approximately 1,200 appointments to the Academy. The admission process is very unique, as it requires each student to apply for and receive a nomination from his or her congressman or senator. Each nomination process involves a separate application, essay, and an interview. In Emily's case, she was one of only a few individuals in Massachusetts who received all 3 congressional nominations. She received one from both United States Senators Elizabeth Warren and Ed Markey, and one from Representative Seth Moulton. The admissions process also includes a complete and thorough medical exam, the ability to pass a rigorous physical fitness test, as well as the usual high school transcripts, essays, and teacher recommendations. Lastly, all candidates must interview with a blue and gold officer representing the Naval Academy. One additional step that is not required but recommended to demonstrate a commitment to serving our nation is the submission of a separate Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps scholarship application. This process also requires a physical fitness exam, essay, teacher recommendations, and an interview with a naval officer. Emily was awarded a 4-year scholarship to the University of Maryland, which she must decline to attend the Academy. Screening is very thorough with a focus on well-rounded individuals who have demonstrated leadership qualities and a willingness to accept responsibilities,
have participated in extracurricular activities, and lastly, have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement. An appointment to the United States Naval Academy is an equivalent to a 4-year scholarship, including all uniforms, room and board, medical and dental benefits, as well as a monthly midshipman salary. This equates to a $375,000 scholarship. During Emily's 4 years of study at the Naval Academy, she will learn from our nation's distinguished leaders, travel the world, and she will be nurtured into one of our future leaders of our country. After completing the 4-year curriculum, Emily will receive a Bachelor of Science degree in one of 23 majors and receive a commission as an officer and leader in the United States Navy or Marine Corps. Emily should take great pride in having successfully competed with outstanding young people from across the nation for admission into this historic institution. On behalf of Vice Admiral Ted Carter, Superintendent of the United States Naval Academy, it is my pleasure to present the certificate of appointment to Emily Bellavance as a member of the class of 2021. Emily, before you go away, I too wanted to recognize you with a citation from the Massachusetts State Senate for all of your hard work. Congratulations and best of luck going forward.
I would also like to recognize school committee member Jared Hockman. I believe he was in earlier and I missed him, so my apologies. The next scholarship, we have a few scholarships who at the last minute people could not be here. The next one is the Elaine A. Espindle Memorial Scholarship. Mr. Espindle, who taught here for a number of years, over 30 years, he was the librarian here, an outstanding athlete as a student here and graduate. His wife, Elaine, was an English teacher here, the department head, also became the assistant to the superintendent, later the principal at Higgins, and then went on to be the superintendent at Dracut. She worked very hard, and she always had her roots here in Peabody, along with Leo, her husband, and her daughter, Emily Dennis, who are usually here to present that scholarship. This year's scholarship goes to Travis Daw. Travis will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Another scholarship, another last minute person who could not be here due to illness was the John E. Burke Elementary School PTO Scholarship. Miss Amanda Jolly sends her best to the two recipients, who are Megan Danush and Ann Dominique Santa Cruz. The Arthur J. Barry and Marie Curtis Barry Memorial Scholarship is given every year, and it was named after Principal Barry, who served as principal from 1934 to 1968. In fact, at this Peabody, we had two principals from 1901 to 1968. It was Mr. Woodman and Mr. Barry. So those records will stand forever, I'm sure. His wife, Marie Curtis, taught English at the high school also, at the high school level. They grew up in Peabody near the Carroll School and worked together at the high school and eventually married and had children. Mr. and Mrs. Barry were strong advocates for education and the development of the whole student through athletics. Their sons, Dr. Curtis Barry and Mr. Arthur Barry, give this scholarship annually in memory of their parents and their lives here in Peabody. They were unable to be here tonight, so they asked me to present. The awards are based on scholarship, athletics, character, and excellence. This year, the Marie Curtis Barry Student Athlete Scholarship is awarded to Sophia Andely. Sophia will be attending Stonehill College. And the Arthur Barry Student Athlete Scholarship is awarded to Marcelo Rocha. And one other scholarship tonight that's not on the program, just what we need is another scholarship, but we will take the money. We usually don't get the results of the scholarship till usually, it seems, 2 or 3 days after graduation. But this year, it just came in this afternoon, and it is the Aganis Foundation Scholarship. It's given to people all throughout the North Shore and Boston area. This year, we had a number of students apply, and this year we had a winner from Peabody Veterans Memorial High School, and that recipient is Catherine Skaki. Catherine will be attending the University of Massachusetts Lowell, and I forgot, Marcelo Rocha will be attending Providence College. So you must be wondering right now, is this the way it's going to be for every scholarship? No, now we're moving on to the second part of our program, which is the established scholarships. These scholarships have been given for a number of years, and they continue to give usually after we do the first section of the presented scholarships. What we do is we move them into the established scholarships, some of them that we've been given for a number of years. The first scholarship, there are 2 recipients. It is the Adam L. Slavin Scholarship, and the recipients are Cameron Anderson and Ethan LeBlanc. Cameron will be attending Bridgewater State University, and Ethan, the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth. There are 3 recipients of the Anthony Lato Memorial Scholarship. Mr. Lato is a business teacher here. The recipients are Mia Betancourt, Brian Babasi, and Timothy January. Mia will be attending Roger Williams University. There are two recipients of the Arnold Dolan Memorial Scholarship. They are Hannah Kemp and Sophie Silverman. Sophie will be attending Westfield State University. The Arthur V. Johnson Scholarship is awarded to Ashley McCarthy. Ashley will be attending Riviera University. The Barbara Rich Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Ann Santa Cruz. The Boston Foundation Francis J. Bresnahan Educational Scholarship is awarded to Justin Canuel. And the Boston Foundation Harry Ankeles Educational Scholarship is also awarded to Justin Canuel. There are 3 Brown School James Rice Memorial Scholarships. The recipients are Patrick McGuire, Stephen Panzini, and Hannah Pellizzaro. Stephen will be attending Merrimack College. The Bruno V. Parati Scholarship is awarded to Megan Danush. Captain Joseph W. O'Keefe and Sergeant Joseph O'Keefe Jr. Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Jessica Ostrowski. Jessica will be attending Utica College. The Captain Samuel Brown Memorial Scholarship, given in the name of former Principal George E. Osborne, is awarded to Ethan LeBlanc. The Captain Samuel Brown Memorial Scholarship given in the name of former Principal Louis J. Sermon, is awarded to Diana Carboni. Diana will be attending Lesley University. The Catherine Ellen DeCoulis Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Lauren Wolf. Lauren will be attending Utica College. The Catherine L. Blodgett Nursing Scholarship is awarded to Lexi Zammer. Lexi will be attending Curry College. There are two recipients of the Center School PTO Timothy B. Roach Scholarship. They are Amy Drover and Rachel Gross. Rachel will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst, and Amy will be attending Westfield State University. The Christine J. Barbuto Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Samantha Semino. Samantha will be attending St. Anselm College. The class of 1977, sorry. The class of 1977 William A. Welch Jr. Scholarship is awarded to Gary Kohler. Gary is not here this evening. He will be attending the University of Massachusetts Lowell. The Cornelia Eleanor Sheehan Scholarship is awarded to Xenia Sedlin. She's not here this evening, but she will be attending the University of New Hampshire. The Coughlin Family Scholarship in memory of Melissa Bick is awarded to Amy Drover. The Daughters of Penelope Zelda Chapter number 120 Scholarship is awarded to Sonia Bacchus. Sonia will be attending Suffolk University. The Daniel F. Harrigan Jr. Scholarship is awarded to Sarah Simon. The Deborah N. Friedman Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Sunnyside Long. Sunnyside will be attending Mass College of Art and Design. The Dorothy Francis Rome Scholarship is awarded to Diana Carboni. The Edward C. Batcherman Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Ashley Royer. There are 2 Edward Garabedian Scholarships. The recipients are Matthew D'Amato and Brianna Fitzgerald. Brianna will be attending the University of New England and Matthew Salem State University. There are 3 Gainsborough Studio Scholarships. The 3 recipients are Chloe Jeetzy, Anthony Iannuzzi, and Stephen May. Stephen will be attending Loyola University, Anthony Merrimack College, and Chloe Bentley University. The Grace Fitzpatrick Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Jillian McCormick. Jillian will be attending Merrimack College. There are 2 recipients of the Green Peabody Scholarship. The recipients are Diana Carboni and Isabella Valencia. Isabella will be attending Wellesley College. The Greg and Charlotte Swedera Scholarship is awarded to Carla Patania. Carla will be attending the University of Connecticut. There are 2 Higgins Middle School PTO scholarships. They are awarded to Justin Canuel and Gianna Danisco. Auntie Gianna will be attending Salem State University. The Jack Wilson Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Rachel Ellis. The 2 recipients of the J.B. Thomas Leahy Foundation Scholarship, there are 2 recipients. They are Emily George and Hannah Pellarazzo. There are 7 Jenna Angela Buckley Memorial Scholarships. They're awarded to Anthony Fisher, Jessica Ostrowski, Alyssa Rice, Chloe Giese, Taylor Ten, Carlos Vega, and Aracelis Santana. Taylor will be attending Northeastern University. And I missed the last one. Emily George will be attending Worcester State University.
The 2 John E. McCarthy School Scholarships are awarded to Jessica Krause and Joseph Mulheron. Jessica will be attending University of Massachusetts Amherst, and Joseph will be attending University of Massachusetts Boston. The John H. Poteet Scholarship is awarded to Ronald Zavala.
The John O'Connor Jr. Memorial Scholarship is awarded to James McCarthy IV. The Kenneth S. Lipman Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Isabella Valencia. The recipient of the Massachusetts Elk Scholarship is Dante Boyd. Dante will be attending Southwestern Assemblies of God University. The Massachusetts Elks Most Valuable Student Scholarship is awarded to Shannon Silva. Shannon will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst. The recipient of the Massachusetts Restaurant Association Scholarship is Ronald Zabala. There are 2 McCarthy Family Foundation scholarships. They're awarded to Mackenzie Harry and Stephanie Wango. Stephanie will be attending Northeastern University. The Michael Cassidy Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Matthew Ball. Matthew will be attending Boston University. Congratulations. The Michael J. Sawyer Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Anthony Fisher. Anthony will be attending the University of Massachusetts Lowell. The recipient of the Morris and Frances Angeles Educational Scholarship is Andrew Hamill. Andrew will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst. The Paula and Evelyn Dolan Memorial Scholarship is awarded to David Harch. David will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst. The Peabody Area Chamber of Commerce Business Management Scholarship is awarded to William DeMayo. The Peabody Area Chamber of Commerce Community Service Scholarship is awarded to Emma Bruzzese. The Peabody Area Chamber of Commerce Political Science Scholarship is awarded to Rachel Ellis. There are two recipients of the Peabody Area Chamber of Commerce Scholarship. The recipients are Caroline O'Neill and Amy Drover. Caroline will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst. There are 4 recipients of the Peabody City Council Student Government Day Awards. The recipients are Amy Drover, Jillian McCormick, Patrick Pang, and Alyssa Rice. Patrick will be attending the University of Massachusetts Lowell. The Peabody Garden Club Scholarship is awarded to Isabella Valencia. The Peabody High School Instrumental Parents Group Scholarship is awarded to Nicholas McLaughlin. There are 3 recipients of the Peabody Ladies Lodge 1964 Scholarship. The recipients are Brian Bombassi, Sarah Simon, and Ashley Royer. There are 8 recipients of the Peabody Rotary Scholarship. The recipients are Justin Canuel, Sarah Feinstein, Rachel Gross, Colleen Guiney, Mackenzie Harry, Hannah Kemp, Ashley Royer, and Shannon Silva. There are 2 Peabody Women's Club scholarships. The recipients are Natasha De Silva and Jake DeStefano. Natasha will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst, and Jake will be attending Riviera University. The PVMHS Business and Technology Scholarship is awarded to Alyssa Rice. There are 4 PVMHS DECA scholarships. The recipients are Ethan LeBlanc, Shelby McKee, Alyssa Rice, and Maya Shapiro. Shelby will be attending the University of Tampa, and Maya will be attending Boston University. There are 14 recipients of the PVMHS Guidance Department Scholarship. The recipients are Joshua Callahan, Alexandra DeMeo, Joshua Foisey, Nicholas Gardner, Alexi Keogh, Jessica Kraus, Victor Martinez, Christy Merdita, Haley Nicola, Marianne Polino, Araceli Santana, Raven Sonatas, Christina Vega, and Eric Viana. Joshua will be attending Merrimack College, Alexandra will be attending Regis College, Joshua will be attending Salem State University, Nicholas will be attending North Shore Community College. Alexi will be attending Emmanuel College. Jessica will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Victor will be attending North Shore Community College. Christy will be attending Salem State University. Haley will be attending Massachusetts College of Art and Design. Marianne will be attending North Shore Community College. Aracelis will be attending University of Massachusetts Lowell. Raven will be attending Riviera University. Christina will be attending North Shore Community College. And Eric will be attending Fitchburg State University. The PVMHS Observer Scholarship in memory of Mr. Willard W. Woodman is awarded to Ryan Kalman. There are 4 recipients of the PVMHS Student Council Scholarship. The recipients are Amanda Andrews, who will be attending University of Massachusetts Lowell, Chloe Jeetsy, Hannah Kemp, and Alyssa Rice. There are 4 recipients of the Portuguese Americans for Higher Education Scholarship. Scholarships are awarded to Katarina Betancourt, who will be attending Wheelock College, Deandra De Silva, who will be attending Emmanuel College, Natasha De Silva, and Tanya Silva, who will be attending North Shore Community College. The Regina Falkowski Scholarship is awarded to Lexington Cole. Lexington will be attending Salem State University. The Ruth M. Conley Scholarship is awarded to Carlos Vega. Carlos will be attending the University of Massachusetts Lowell. There are 5 recipients of the Salem Country Club Joseph O'Boyle Scholarship. The recipients are Cameron Anderson, Brian Bombassi, William DeMayo, Mackenzie Harry, and Isabella Valencia. There are 2 recipients of the South Memorial Elementary School PTO Scholarship. They're awarded to Hannah Pellizzaro and Ashley Royer. The St. Basilios, Leonidas, and Eugenia Sonis Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Sonia Bacchus. The St. Basilios Stephen Velakis Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Sonia Bacchus. The Veterans of Foreign Wars Fidelity Post 1011 Scholarship is awarded to Sophie Silverman. The Veterans of Foreign Wars Fidelity Post 1011 Scholarship in memory of Michael Davidson is awarded to Shannon Silva. The Vocal Music Parents of Peabody Veterans Memorial High School Scholarship is awarded to Madison Govert. Madison will be attending Worcester Polytechnic Institute. There are two Ward 2 scholarships. They're awarded to Ariana Blaisdell and Sarah Simon. Ariana will be attending Worcester State University. There are 6 recipients of the Ward 6 Civic Association Scholarship. They are Sophia Andely, Emma Bruzzese, Samantha Semino, Anthony Fisher, Anthony Iannuzzi, and James Russo. James will be attending St. Michael's College. There are 2 recipients of the West Memorial School Scholarship. The recipients are Alyssa Alpern and Lauren Wolf. Alyssa will be attending the University of New Hampshire. recipients of the William Shore and Jenny Schmidt Shore Education Trust. The recipients are Benjamin Cohen, Rachel Ellis, and Ann Santa Cruz. Benjamin will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst. The William A. Welsh Senior Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Alexi Kehoe. There are two recipients of the YMCA Youth Champions Scholarship. They're awarded to Sarah Feinstein and Hannah Pellizzaro.
So we're at the third part of the booklet there in presentations. This is, we also refer to this as the speed round. So we're going to try to give out as much money as we possibly can in the shortest amount of time. So we'll see how I do with this. These are scholarships that the people that left endowments to the city, and significant amounts of money that we've been able to draw off of for a number of years and provide scholarships for a lot of our students over the years. So the first one is the recipients of the Anna Nikichuk Scholarship. This goes to the top 5 in the class of 2017. They are Mackenzie Herry, Spencer May, Samuel Neumann, Catherine Skaki, and Ann Santa Cruz. So I had 8 years of perfect attendance from 5th grade on, but Emma Bruzizi had 12 years perfect attendance. So come on up. Is she here tonight? The next is, we have 20 Peabody Veterans Memorial High School Principals Leadership Award. This is scholarships that were given. Teachers, coaches, other students recognize these people as leaders in the building, and names were given for consideration. They are Alyssa Alprin, Sophia Anderley, Courtney Barrett, Emily Bellavance, Taylor Colella, Delaney Corson, Jake Doherty, Rachel Ellis, Joshua Foisey, Chloe Jeetzy, James McCarthy IV, Jillian McCormick, Amanda Molly, Patrick Pang, James Russo, Catherine Skaki, Alyssa Shashani, Taylor Ten, Catherine Wallace, and Lauren Wolf. Courtney will be attending the University of Massachusetts Amherst, Taylor, Bridgewater State University, Delaney, Stonehill College, Amanda, Springfield College, Katie, Westfield State University, and Alyssa Shashadi will be attending Eastern Kentucky. There are 25 Peabody Veterans Memorial High School School Enhancement Scholarships. These are people that also contributed to the climate here in the building, or were seen as helping out other students in ways, or teachers, whatever it may be. They are Lucas Amaral, Amanda Andrews, Patrick Conway, Talia Costa, Sean Cox, Kelly Crotty, Marissa Crovo, Edelina Kurkic, Jenna DeLisi, William DeMayo, Alexandria DeMayo, Gianna Danisco, Joseph Fahat, Alex Fossa, Brianna Gaina, Madison Gobert, Katrina DeSalis, said it wrong, Melissa Gray, Jessica Barosa, Connor McCarthy, Marcelo Rocha, Rebecca Sabino, Maya Shapiro, Tanya Silva, Molly Tanzi, and Jolie Todd. Congratulations. Jolie will be attending the University of Massachusetts Lowell. Molly will be attending Merrimack College. Connor, the University of South Carolina. Jessica, North Shore Community College. Melissa Gray, Westfield State University. Brianna, Regis College. Alex, the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Joseph, the University of Massachusetts Lowell. Katrina, the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Jenna, Westfield State University. Adelina, Emmanuel College. Marissa, Keene State University. Kelly, Merrimack College. Sean, Wentworth Institute of Technology. And Talia, Endicott College. Lucas, Salem State University. And Patrick Conway, the University of Massachusetts Lowell. There are 2 Rena A. Takeda Memorial Scholarships. They are awarded to Sarah Simon and Matthew D'Amato, both attending Salem State University. The next scholarship is the scholarships are from the Edna M. Horner Charitable Foundation Scholarship. We award these to the top 20 every year. I would like to ask Mrs. Morgan and Mr. Collison, the class of 2017 class advisors, to come up on stage to greet the top 20 students. These advisors have done an incredible job with this class. So give them a round of applause, please. Number 20, Katarina Betancourt. Number 19, Brian Bombassi. Number 18, Colleen Guiney. Number 17, Samantha Samino. Number 16, Raphael Gabriel. Number 15, Rachel Gross. Number 14, Stephen May. Number 13, Rachel Ellis. Number 12, Nicholas McLaughlin. Number 11, Justin Canuel. Number 10, Ashley Royer. And number 9, Marcelo Rocha. These next 8 will be receiving the George Peabody Medal at graduation. Number 8, Courtney Barrett. Number 7, James Russo. Number 6, Isabella Valencia. Number 5, Samuel Neumann. Number 4, Catherine Skaki. Number 3, Spencer May. The salutatorian of the class is Anne Dominique Santa Cruz. And the valedictorian, Mackenzie Herry. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your top 20 for the class of 2017. Mrs. Morgan and Mr. Collison. I'd like to come over and introduce the class officers. Thank you. Mr. Collison.
All right, last up, the 2017 class officers. First, Treasurer Connor McCarthy. Secretary Marcelo Rocha. President Will DeMayo. And President Rachel Ellis.
I like the third part the most. So before we leave this evening, I'd just like to thank our donors who provided our students tonight with close to $500,000 in scholarship money. With more than a third of the graduating class receiving scholarships, so congratulations to all of you. I'd like to thank all of our distinguished guests here. I know Ms. Dunn, you're still here. So you held out, and that's great. Good job. The superintendent, my administrative team, Ms. Randall, Mr. Boa, Mr. Kroll, Mrs. Maniatis, and Ms. Macarell. Special thanks to you for really organizing all of this. And also Jody Norton, who is the director of the vocational CTE programs. And Ms. Murtagh and Dr. Levine, who are also here this evening. How could I forget? Looks like I'll be looking for a new job. So, Ms. Marchetti is providing us in our culinary arts with refreshments here at the end. Ms. Marchetti is retiring at the end of the year, and she has just been behind the scenes for the last, close to 30 years, just doing these type of things, giving her time up. And it's going to be sad to see her retire, but I'm very happy for her. So just a special thanks to her this evening for all that she's done for Peabody. So congratulations to all of you. It was a great night tonight. Good luck, congratulations, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m.